Hi, I'm going to show you how to do file transfer using rsync for the Dardel HPC cluster from PDC. And this session is part of a course by NICE and it's called File Transfer Course. So we'll be transferring files from with Dardel and rsync. So rsync is a very powerful tool, especially for backups, and that's why it's part of this course. And let's take a look at the exercise. The exercises are very simple. We're going to transfer a file using rsync. But the first step will be to look in the documentation and then follow the documentation. Well, let's see how this goes. Maybe there's no good documentation, or we'll see how good that documentation is, how to do rsync. This regular Ctrl-Shift and there. So what I'll be doing, I'll be searching for Dardel rsync, how to do this, and let's see if we can find some documentation how to do this. So this is upmax, this is upmax, upmax, upmax. Here we have file transfer from PDC. File transfer using rsync, so this seems like a good page. Let's take a look where the word rsync is, how to do this. Alright, so maybe it's here, using rsync SCP from Ubuntu. This is SCP, SCP, SCP. Let's take a look where it is. Yeah, so like I guess they assume that SCP is exactly the same. Well, I would not know exactly what to do. So instead of using this, I'm going to use the documentation that is now at upmax for now. So the upmax documentation has a page called rsync on Dardel. There, and this page is intended to be part of the PDC documentation. That's the center for Dardel, but for now it's at the upmax documentation. But again, in the future, hopefully this page will be moved. And let's take a look what you need to do. Let's take a look at the procedure. You need to start a terminal, and then we're already going to transfer files to Dardel, either individually or a folder. And I guess chapter 3 is then to transfer files from Dardel, so to your local computer, either individually or as a folder. And that's it. So this is exactly what this exercise does. I'm going to leave this what it is. But this will be the page we'll be following now. So let's get started. Start a terminal on your local computer. Sure, I can do that. So I've started a terminal. Of course, if you need to work with Dardel, you need to have your SSH keys in place. So if you forget, you should be able to log in. For example, this reshelby at dardel.pdc.kth.se. Hey, your SSH keys should be there. You should be able to log in. No password will be asked because you use SSH keys instead. And this should work. If this doesn't work, then transferring files will also never work. So here, this is going great. There's a message here, but this is irrelevant for us now. Alright, so you need to have those SSH keys in place, else it will never work. Now we're going to transfer some files to Dardel. Let's see what I have here. Nice, we have a file here, we have a folder here. So I guess we're going to upload that file to Dardel. So this is the command rsync. Oh, let's terminal back. No, that doesn't work. Sure. Rsync, then the path to your local file on my computer will be called my file. And then to your username at dardel.pdc.kth.se colon, and then your target folder. And here's an example to send the file called myfile.txt to Sven Swansson. This is an example username, home folder. This squiggle or tilde is called is shorthand for the home folder. This is the folder where you start when you log in to Dardel. So I'm going to copy this command, bam. I'm going to go back to the terminal. I do Ctrl-Shift-V, that's how you paste to a terminal. And I'll be replacing this example username for mine. And if there's no error, this worked great. Let's take a look. It always takes a bit of seconds for some reasons, but this will probably work. Yes, so this is now clearly transferred, and I will show you that it really worked, because I will be deleting this file and this folder soon too, and then I download them again. Next step is to transfer all files in a folder. So to do that, we do need to use -- recursive, so rsync -- recursive. That means also take into account folders. And now we're going to transfer a folder to Dardel's home folder of us, not this example user, of us. I'm going to copy paste this text there, back to the terminal, copy paste it with Ctrl+Shift+V. I replace the username with mine, rsync. I'll be copy pasting this folder now, and I'll put it to the home folder. Again, this squiggle is home folder. These slashes are important when using rsync. The slash at the end means that you really want a new folder to be created at the destination, and then that new folder will be called my folder and the files will be in it. If you remove the slash, you get all the files in that folder in your home folder. So we're going to use this. Let's do it. Bam. And again, this takes a couple of seconds. So while this is ongoing, we're going to take a look at what we're going to do next. Yeah, we're going to do the other way around now. So this works. Yes, this works. So I'm not going to do now. I'm going to remove these things that I've just uploaded. You don't need to remember how to remove these things. I can do this with any file explorer. But if I take a look at my files, ls is the command to list your files. You see that there's no longer a thing called my files or no folder called my folder anymore. And now we're going to do the other way around. So here we do rsync. I'll put the terminal back from my username and then a folder at Dardel's, and then dot. Dot means here. So copy a file from Dardel to here. That's more or less the English version. And I will be using this example code and I'll modify it. I think that's easiest. So back to the terminal, Ctrl+Shift+V, and I'm going to use the real, it shall be. And we're going to get my file.txt back. And then we're going to do the same thing with my folder. So only this, but then it shall be. There, let's wait when the terminal's done. There. Now we're going to Ctrl+Shift+V for recursively, and then use the right username. It shall be. And then we are done transferring all the files. Let's take a look. Let's put this the exercises here. This is because this is the exercise of the course, which is exactly following the documentation. So to double check, I'm going to do ls to see all my files, and indeed there is my file, there is my folder. And this concludes this video, because I've showed you how to do file transfer using rsync for the Dardel HPC cluster as part of the nice course called File Transfer. With that, I wish you a very good day. Bye!